Every morning, the world is born anew. The rising sun brings not only light but also opportunity. A sacred moment where thought becomes power, and word becomes law. Before the noise of the day rushes in, before the world lays its heavy hands upon you, there is a stillness. And in that stillness, you are invited to speak. What you say in those first waking breaths will chart the course of your day like a captain at the helm of a mighty ship. Your words, chosen wisely, can break the spell of fear, dissolve the clouds of doubt, and summon the forces of good fortune. Life responds not to struggle, but to faith. It mirrors not confusion, but clarity. That which you plant in consciousness blooms in experience. Therefore, the morning is not to be squandered in worry or haste. It is a garden to be sown with truth. As the old thought dissolves and the new day dawns, you must speak as one who commands invisible armies. You must declare the truth of who you are, and what belongs to you by divine right. You must rise not only from your bed, but into your power. Begin with gratitude, for it is the gate through which all blessings enter. Speak of the good that is already yours. Declare your perfect health, your overflowing abundance, your divine protection. Speak to your soul as a wise teacher speaks to a child, firm in truth, gentle in tone. For the subconscious mind, like a garden, accepts every seed. You cannot afford to sow weeds of fear and reap a harvest of joy. Say to yourself, I walk in a world that is for me, not against me. Every step I take is on holy ground. Doors fly open before me because I walk with purpose, led by unseen hands. The supply I need is already mine. I am one with infinite intelligence, and nothing can be withheld from me. There is no virtue in bracing for disaster, no glory in repeating yesterday's doubts. Each morning is a new decree, and if you decree from love, from faith, from power, then nothing can stand against you. This is the secret the wise have always known. Your word is your wand. Do not wait for proof to speak your truth. Speak your truth, and proof will follow. You are not a victim of circumstance, but a creator of conditions. The universe does not hear your wishes, it hears your word, charged with belief. What you affirm in the morning is what the world will reflect back to you before the day is done. So speak boldly. Speak with joy. Let your morning words be a song of triumph. Let them rise above fear like the lark at dawn. Say only what you wish to see. For the words you speak to yourself each morning are not idle. They are laws passed in the courtroom of the soul. And what is decreed there shall not return void. Your word is your creative power. This is not a poetic metaphor or a soft-spoken spiritual comfort. It is a truth as absolute as any natural law. Just as gravity pulls objects to the earth without fail, so does the spoken word shape the experience of your life. Every phrase you utter holds within it the seed of creation. The spoken word is thought made visible, energy made form, spirit made flesh. You do not merely describe your reality, you dictate it. You do not narrate what is happening. You proclaim what must come to pass. When you speak, you are sending out a blueprint to the invisible forces that construct your world. These forces are obedient and impartial. They do not judge your intentions, they simply respond to your vibration, your belief, your tone, your clarity. Whether your words affirm prosperity or predict defeat, they act with equal precision. The law does not ask if you meant what you said. It acts upon what you said with the full authority of universal law. Many people speak carelessly, not realizing they are using sacred tools with every sentence. They declare sickness, lack, struggle, confusion, and wonder why these conditions persist. But how could it be otherwise? They have prophesied with their own mouth. They have called forth that which they dread. And yet the reversal lies in the same mechanism, the word. You can just as easily declare peace as you can worry aloud. You can affirm harmony as readily as you describe conflict. You can state that you are guided, protected, and abundant with the same breath that once uttered, I don't know what I'm going to do. It is a choice, moment by moment, word by word. No man or woman is without power when they understand this principle. No one is trapped who begins to speak with intention. Your word is not a weak signal drifting into a chaotic universe. It is a command. When you say, I am, You set creation into motion. I am successful. I am loved. I am safe. These are not mere affirmations, but divine instructions. And when spoken with conviction, they rewire your subconscious mind, reorder the vibrations around you, and prepare a path for the manifestation to arrive. You may not see immediate evidence, but the work is already in motion. The soil has received the seed. That is why it is essential to guard your speech, not with fear, but with reverence. Words spoken in jest, in sarcasm, in habit. These two have creative power. Every time you repeat a complaint, you water the roots of the very thing you wish to escape. Every time you call yourself unlucky, tired, or broke, you sign your name at the bottom of a script you did not wish to write. Begin to watch yourself with love and awareness. What do you say in the morning? What do you declare before sleep? Are you invoking grace or perpetuating struggle? Those who master their word master their world. They do not chase results, they speak results. They do not describe circumstances, they change them by speaking higher truths. Even when appearances suggest lack, they declare supply. Even when fear whispers, they proclaim faith. This is not denial. It is divine discipline. It is the art of seeing with the inner eye and speaking with the voice of authority. You are given this power not to echo the world, but to lead it. Not to explain limitation, but to dissolve it. You were made in the image of a creator who spoke the universe into existence. That power lives in you now, waiting to be remembered, waiting to be used rightly. Each time you say, I can't, you bury that power under layers of disbelief. Each time you say, I can and I will, you call it back to life. The subconscious mind takes every word you say as fact. It does not filter for sarcasm or modesty. It does not care if you were joking. It hears, I am overwhelmed, and it begins to adjust your perceptions, your energy, your expectations to match that condition. It hears, everything is working out for me, and it opens doors you didn't know existed. This is not mysticism, it is the mechanics of spiritual law. And so, discipline your mouth. Let it become an instrument of truth. Let it speak only what you wish to grow. If you would not plant weeds in a garden, do not plant despair in your consciousness. If you wish to see joy, speak joy. If you wish to be supported, say so. Let your word be aligned with your vision, not your fear. Speak of the thing you desire as though it is already yours, for in the eyes of the law it is. You must become bold in your declarations. Life bends to the will of the one who speaks with authority, not with arrogance, but with spiritual confidence. To say, I am blessed, is not to ignore pain. It is to acknowledge a higher truth that can dissolve pain. To say, everything is happening for my good, is not to deny challenge. It is to place challenge within the hands of divine order. Each time you speak like this, you reclaim your power. Most people speak according to appearances. They say what they see. But those who understand the creative power of the word say what they want to see. They speak as visionaries, as architects, as alchemists. They do not parrot facts, they shape reality. And they do it without strain, without force, simply by aligning their speech with the law of truth. There is a sacred responsibility in knowing this. You can no longer afford to speak idly. You cannot indulge in self-deprecating humor, in casual pessimism, in habitual complaints, and expect your life to rise. You must become a deliberate speaker, a watchman at the gate of your own mouth. Let every sentence be weighed in the balance of truth. Let every phrase either uplift, correct, or command. There is no neutral word. Each one builds or destroys, blesses or binds. It may feel awkward at first to change your language. You may catch yourself halfway through a sentence and correct it. That is good. That is growth. You are shifting lifetimes of unconscious speech into conscious creation. With practice, your words will become your allies. They will go before you, preparing the way. They will meet others in return with blessings. They will comfort, attract, restore, and guide. They will become the divine messengers they were always meant to be. When you speak from this place of knowing, things begin to happen. The atmosphere around you changes. People respond differently. Opportunities appear, not because you manipulated events, but because you aligned yourself with the fundamental truth that life flows where the word goes. The vibration of your voice becomes the magnet of your experience. What you say consistently becomes the architecture of your life. Speak accordingly. Speak only what you desire to manifest. This is not merely good advice. It is a spiritual law, a creative principle, a sacred discipline. Every word you speak is a thread in the tapestry of your life. You are not describing your reality, you are commanding it. Each sentence that passes your lips becomes a declaration, a decree, a mold into which the invisible substance of the universe flows. When you speak of what you fear, you give it shape. When you speak of what you love, you give it power. The law does not discriminate between words spoken in hope or despair. It simply obeys. You are always speaking something into existence, whether you know it or not. The universe is always listening, not to your wishes, but to your words. And it listens most intently when your words are charged with emotion. When you speak from fear, you reinforce fear. When you speak from faith, you activate divine energy. Therefore, it is not enough to think positively and then speak carelessly. Your speech must match your vision. It must be consistent with the reality you want to create, not the one you want to escape. Many people believe they are victims of circumstance, yet they are merely harvesting the words they planted in seasons past. They have spoken failure so often that it now shows up on their doorstep uninvited. They have recited struggle as if it were a hymn, and life, being faithful, has provided struggle in abundance. But the moment you decide to speak only what you desire, the moment you discipline your tongue to align with your dreams, the energy shifts. The soil of life begins to receive new seeds. The winds begin to change direction. This discipline is not about denying facts. It is about choosing the truth you want to multiply. You may be facing financial hardship, but to say, "I am always broke," is to cement that reality. Instead, you speak what you desire. "My supply is unlimited. Abundance flows to me now." This is not delusion. It is divine causation. You are not ignoring the present. You are creating the future. You are not pretending things are perfect. You are declaring that perfection is on its way. Every word is a prophecy. Your mouth is the doorway through which destiny enters. The subconscious mind takes your words as instructions. When you say, "Nothing ever works out for me," it accepts that and begins to guide you accordingly. It closes doors, alters perceptions, and attracts experiences to confirm that belief. When you say, "I always land on my feet," it creates pathways for resilience and recovery. The world outside bends to the world you describe within. You do not need to understand how the words take shape, only that they do. Speak them with conviction, and the mechanisms of life will respond. The path may be hidden for a time, but it is being built as you speak. There is no neutral speech. You are either affirming your destiny or delaying it. You are either calling forth miracles or reinforcing limitations. Therefore, speak with clarity, with intention, with authority. Train yourself to become aware of your casual speech. Notice how often you joke about being tired, unlucky, or cursed. These words are not harmless, they are instructions. They are declarations to the creative forces around you. Even laughter carries vibration. Be mindful that your humor is not disguised defeat. Even sarcasm, if repeated enough, becomes the language of your subconscious. The universe is not amused by jokes about failure. It only hears failure. Begin to replace every negative phrase with a positive counterpart. Where you once said, "I can't afford that," now say, "It's not in my budget yet, but more is on the way." Where you once said, "I'm so unlucky in love," now say, "The perfect partner is finding me now." This is not about denying your emotions. It is about choosing your words wisely in the presence of those emotions. Feel what you feel, but speak only what you desire. Let your emotions pass like weather. Let your words stand like mountains. This is the difference between reaction and creation. Reaction speaks from the condition. Creation speaks from the vision. One reinforces what is. The other brings forth what could be. To speak only what you desire is to become a conscious creator. It is to take your place in the divine flow and say, I will no longer participate in the creation of my own misery. It is to accept responsibility for your vibration, your atmosphere, your field. It may feel unnatural at first. You may feel like you're lying. But you are not lying. You are prophesying. You are declaring the future you choose. You are refusing to energize what no longer serves you. You are speaking life over your dreams, speaking strength over your journey. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes. And the more natural it becomes, the faster it manifests. Words are spiritual currency. Spend them where you want to grow. Let your speech be deliberate. Let it be focused. Let it be joyful. Avoid idle talk, gossip, and self-deprecation. These things drain your power. Speak as if your every word is sacred, because it is. Speak to uplift, to heal, to align. Speak with elegance, with purpose, with vision. Speak of beauty, of success, of divine timing. Speak what you desire in the present tense. I am, I have, I know, I receive. Let the subconscious mind take these phrases as its new commands. Surround yourself with people who honor the power of the word. Listen to those who speak from truth, not from fear. Protect your ears from language that brings you down. What you hear often becomes what you say. What you say becomes what you live. Let your circle be one of deliberate creators, not chronic complainers. Let your environment echo the vibration you wish to maintain. If a situation arises that tempts you to speak defeat, pause, breathe, redirect, ask yourself, do I want more of this? If not, say nothing. Or better yet, speak a higher truth. If someone asks how you're doing and your heart feels heavy, you can still say, things are shifting in my favor. You can still say, I'm finding my way through. You can still say, I expect something good. This is not about pretending. It is about choosing the frequency you wish to dwell in. Your desires are not weak wishes. They are divine blueprints, and your words are the tools with which you build them. Speak them daily. Speak them boldly. Speak them lovingly. Speak them as prayers, as declarations, as codes. Let every sentence carry the vibration of your future. Let your word be a mirror of your vision, not your past. Let it align with the highest version of yourself. Each time you catch yourself speaking of lack, pause. Choose again. Each time you are tempted to describe what is going wrong, choose instead to describe what is unfolding. Each time you are pulled toward complaint, turn toward declaration. Speak what you desire, not what you fear. Speak of what is becoming, not what has been. Speak with reverence, for your word is the architect of your reality. Speak only what you desire to manifest. Gratitude opens the gates of abundance. This is not just a comforting phrase. It is a spiritual law, an energetic truth, a force that shifts reality. When you express gratitude, you step into alignment with the divine order of life. You move from resistance to acceptance, from lack to sufficiency, from fear to faith. Gratitude does not wait for everything to be perfect. It acknowledges the perfection that is already present. It is the language of receivership, the vibration of wholeness, the magnet of miracles. Every time you give thanks, you expand. You expand your awareness, your frequency, your capacity to receive. Gratitude is not a reaction, it is a choice. It is not reserved for moments of celebration. It is most powerful when used in moments of uncertainty. When you can say, thank you. In the middle of the storm, you break the illusion of chaos and reconnect with truth. You tell the universe, I trust the process. I know good is here, even if I cannot see it yet. That statement of faith opens the gates wide. The gates of abundance do not open to complaint. They do not respond to blame or bitterness. They remain closed to the one who constantly asks, why me? But they swing wide for the one who declares, I am thankful anyway. Gratitude is the password, the key, the secret phrase. It tells the invisible forces that you are ready, not just to receive more, but to notice what has already been given. When you notice what you have, you multiply it. What you appreciate, appreciates. Many people wait for blessings before giving thanks, but that is like waiting for warmth before lighting the fire. Gratitude is the fire. It is the spark that activates dormant good. It is the divine recognition that says, I see what is working. I honor what has been given. I bless what is becoming. In that state, you are no longer chasing abundance. You are allowing it. You are no longer trying to force outcomes. You are flowing with them. Gratitude shifts your perspective instantly. It does not change the facts, but it transforms your relationship to them. Where there was once complaint, there is now clarity. Where there was once scarcity, there is now sufficiency. Even in the absence of physical proof, gratitude declares abundance. It sees what the eyes cannot see. It hears the silent rhythm of grace beneath the noise. It is not naive, it is spiritually intelligent. It recognizes that behind every appearance is an unfolding pattern of good. To live in gratitude is to live in wealth, not necessarily measured in dollars, but in awareness, in peace, in flow. Wealth of mind precedes wealth of form. The one who can find something to be grateful for in every moment is rich beyond measure. They have mastered the vibration of prosperity. They are no longer desperate. They are magnetic. Life loves to give to those who are already giving thanks. The grateful soul becomes a channel through which more can pour. There is no moment too ordinary for gratitude. You can give thanks for breath, for sunlight, for the ability to read these words. You can give thanks for clean water, for the food you've eaten, for the lessons you've learned. You can give thanks for your body, your mind, your resilience. You can even give thanks for the closed doors, for they redirected you. You can thank the delays, for they protected you. You can bless the challenges, for they refined you. Gratitude does not require evidence. It creates it. When you begin to thank life in advance, you become a co-creator of blessings. You declare, I know my good is on its way. I trust in divine timing. I receive it now in joy. That is not wishful thinking. That is creative power. The universe mirrors your frequency. Speak gratitude, feel gratitude, live in gratitude, and you will witness more and more reasons to continue. Gratitude calms the mind and activates the heart. It pulls you out of mental loops and returns you to the present moment. It silences the voice of fear and awakens the voice of wisdom. In the presence of sincere thanks, anxiety cannot survive, worry dissolves, comparison vanishes. You are no longer chasing something outside yourself. You are rooted in the now, where all good begins. You become a peaceful receiver instead of a restless seeker. To begin a day with gratitude is to give it direction. It is to tell the day, I expect good. I welcome blessings. I am attuned to beauty. From that place, opportunities are easier to see, solutions more available, connections more harmonious. You start to walk through life with the eyes of grace. You recognize small miracles, subtle gifts, gentle nudges. You stop needing the dramatic and start appreciating the simple. And in that simplicity, the extraordinary often appears. Gratitude is also protection. It shields you from the illusion of not enough. It guards you against envy and comparison. It keeps your focus on what's working, even when not everything is perfect. A grateful person is not blind. They simply choose to magnify the good. They do not deny reality. They shift their relationship to it. They do not pretend all is well. They declare that good is present, even now, and therefore more is on its way. When you make gratitude a practice, it becomes a state of being. You no longer have to try. You simply are grateful. It becomes automatic, natural, effortless. The words, thank you, become more than manners. They become a spiritual vibration. You start to infuse gratitude into your speech, your thoughts, your responses. You begin to thank people for their presence. Thank challenges for their growth. Thank the day for simply being. You can write your thanks. You can speak them aloud. You can feel them in silence. The form does not matter, the energy does. Sincere gratitude carries power. It moves mountains, softens hearts, opens doors. When you are grateful, you are not begging. You are receiving. You are not trying to earn blessings. You are witnessing them. You are not asking from emptiness. You are overflowing. Gratitude and abundance are two sides of the same coin. To have one is to activate the other. Gratitude says, I already have enough. And the universe replies, then you are ready for more. Gratitude says, I trust in what is. And life says, let me show you what else is possible. It is the spiritual posture of prosperity, the inner signal that says you are already rich in spirit. You need not wait for the perfect moment. Begin now. In this moment, you can find something, anything, to bless. That blessing becomes the seed, and from that seed, much will grow. Gratitude does not demand perfection. It reveals the hidden good within imperfection. It transforms your energy field and prepares you to hold more light, more joy, more flow. Even when circumstances are unclear, gratitude can be your compass. It keeps you grounded in truth when emotions are high. It brings you back to yourself when the world pulls you in many directions. It reminds you that even when things seem uncertain, something is always working for your good. Gratitude is the voice that whispers, you are already supported. You are already loved. You are already enough. In faith overrides fear and doubt. This is not a suggestion. It is a principle, a power, a spiritual mechanism that dissolves limitation. Faith is not the absence of fear, but the force that renders it powerless. When faith is present, fear cannot take root. It may knock on the door, it may whisper in the shadows, but it cannot dominate a heart anchored in belief. Faith speaks the language of the soul. It knows a deeper truth, a higher law, a divine timing that overrides all visible appearances. Fear is always based in what might go wrong. It projects illusions, builds shadows, and convinces the mind to expect the worst. Doubt questions everything, even your own strength. It stirs confusion, delays action, and clouds vision. But faith, even a spark of it, begins to dismantle those illusions. It shines a light that dissolves fear's shadows and quiets the noise of doubt. Faith says, there is a way, even when the path is not visible. Faith declares, I am guided, even when the next step is uncertain. Faith does not need evidence to move. It moves first and allows evidence to follow. It trusts in the unseen, the unformed, the not yet manifest. It is the bridge between vision and reality. You may not know how, you may not know when, but faith does not require details. It requires trust. It requires willingness. It requires your decision to align with the possibility of good. The moment you choose faith over fear, the shift begins. Fear tightens. Faith opens. Fear contracts the mind, closes the heart, and restricts movement. Faith expands your energy, opens the heart to receive, and invites inspired action. You cannot move freely in the grip of fear. It paralyzes and postpones. But even a single breath of faith can break that grip. It can restore your rhythm, your clarity, your strength. It can lift you from indecision and guide you to the next aligned step. Faith is your natural state. You were born with it. As a child, you believed before you questioned. You trusted before you doubted. But as experiences accumulated, many began to lean more on logic and less on intuition, more on what's proven and less on what's possible. Fear became a habit, and doubt became a lens. But those lenses can be removed. The habit can be broken. Faith can be restored, not by forcing it, but by feeding it. You feed faith by what you focus on. When you dwell on past failures, faith weakens. When you imagine worst-case scenarios, faith recedes. But when you remember how life has carried you before, when you recount even small victories, faith grows. Gratitude and faith are allies. One acknowledges the good already here, the other anticipates the good on the way. Together, they build a foundation that fear cannot touch. Faith is a choice. It may not always feel natural, but it can always be chosen. You choose it in the face of fear by saying, I believe in something greater. You choose it in the presence of doubt by saying, I don't need to know everything. I trust what I cannot yet see. You choose it when circumstances shake, when doors close, when answers delay. And the more you choose it, the stronger it becomes. Faith is a muscle. It builds with use. When doubt speaks loudly, you do not argue. You affirm. You speak the truth even if your voice shakes. You say, I am supported, even when you feel alone. You say, all things are working for my good, even if you don't yet see how. This is not pretending. It is spiritual authority. You are not ignoring facts. You are aligning with higher truth. The truth that you are divinely guided. The truth that your path is unfolding with perfect timing. The truth that nothing is too big for the divine power within you. Faith is not passive. It does not sit and wait in helpless silence. It listens inwardly, moves when guided, and remains steady in uncertainty. Faith shows up with consistency even when results are delayed. It acts in alignment with what it knows to be true, not what circumstances suggest. And through that consistency, it attracts synchronicities, opportunities, solutions that fear could never access. Fear is loud and immediate. Faith is quiet but enduring. Fear screams for attention. Faith whispers reassurance. And yet, it is the whisper that holds the real power. It is the still, small voice that says, "You are not alone. You are on the right path. Keep going." To hear that voice, you must turn down the noise of panic and tune into the frequency of peace. That frequency is always there, waiting for your attention. Faith lives in that silence. It speaks when you pause, when you breathe, when you let go of the need to control everything. There are moments in every journey where doubt will rise. It is part of the process. It is not a sign to stop. It is a sign to go deeper. Deeper into trust, deeper into surrender, deeper into inner knowing. You are not weak because you feel afraid. You are powerful because you choose faith anyway. You are not failing because doubt knocks on your door. You are growing because you answer with truth. Faith is not blind, it sees what eyes cannot. It sees the outcome held in the seed, the promise hidden in the delay, the gift wrapped in the challenge. Faith looks beyond appearances and anchors into essence. It says, "I know who I am." Even when the world questions, it says, "I know what I carry." Even when the vision hasn't materialized, it says, "This too is working for me." Even when the path is unfamiliar, you build faith by keeping promises to yourself. Each time you follow through, trust increases. Each time you listen to intuition, alignment strengthens. Each time you act with courage, the evidence of faith appears. It may come in subtle ways, a message, a sign, a moment of peace, but those subtle signs compound into unshakable knowing. You begin to realize that life meets you at your level of faith. What you believe becomes your experience. When fear rises, pause and breathe. Ask yourself, what would faith say here? Then say it. Let your words reflect your inner authority, not your external anxiety. Speak not as one who is at the mercy of life, but as one who walks in partnership with it. Speak as if what you desire is already real, because in the realm of spirit, it is. Faith does not need proof to begin. It begins and allows proof to arrive. In times of waiting, let faith be your anchor. In times of change, let faith be your compass. In times of challenge, let faith be your strength. You are not required to have all the answers. You are only required to trust the next step. You are not here to predict the entire outcome. You are here to walk with belief, to speak with conviction, to act with courage. Fear may visit, but it does not get to stay. Doubt may speak, but it does not get the final word. You are the author. You hold the pen. And every time you write the story of faith, you rewrite the story of your life. Faith overrides fear and doubt, not by force, but by frequency. It rises above, lifts you up, and restores your vision. It reminds you who you are and what is possible. It clears the fog and reveals the way. It transforms the unknown into the known, the impossible into the inevitable, the unseen into the seen. Each morning is a divine reset. This is more than just a comforting idea. It is a sacred truth rooted in the rhythm of the universe. Life is built in cycles. The sun rises, the tide returns, breath flows in and out, and the soul is given a new beginning with every dawn. When you awaken each day, you are not merely resuming from yesterday. You are stepping into a field of new potential, a clean slate offered by divine intelligence. It is the invisible gift wrapped in ordinary moments, waiting to be recognized by the one who sees with spiritual eyes. No matter what happened the day before, whether you triumphed or struggled, whether you rose in strength or fell in weakness, the morning does not carry judgment. It carries invitation. It says, begin again. It says, try once more, but this time with wisdom gained. It says, bring only what serves you forward and leave the rest behind. The morning is not the continuation of your problems. It is the opportunity to choose again, think again, speak again, and align again. You are not required to carry yesterday's burdens into today. You may if you choose, but the law does not demand it. The energy of the new day is neutral until you shape it. The thoughts you think upon waking, the words you speak into the quiet air, the energy you claim as your own. These are the materials from which your day will be formed. Each morning is a blank page, and your consciousness is the pen. Each thought is a brushstroke, each belief is a decision. The divine reset is not bound by clocks or calendars. It is spiritual. It is not about erasing the past, but about reclaiming your power in the present. When you wake up, you return to the place of choice. The world outside may remain the same, but you are free to shift your inner world. And as you shift that, the outer will eventually follow. Morning is a threshold, and how you cross it determines the rhythm of your day. You can cross it with worry or with wonder, with dread or with declaration. You do not need permission to start fresh. The reset is your birthright. It is part of the divine design. Life is not holding your past against you. It is offering you this moment, now, to begin again with greater clarity, greater love, greater faith. The sun does not rise halfway because of your mistakes. It rises fully, faithfully, whispering, "You are still worthy of light." That is the essence of grace. When you treat each morning as a divine reset, you become a conscious participant in creation. You begin to honor the sacredness of the first thoughts you think, the first words you speak. You stop rushing into the noise and instead choose to enter the day with intention. You set the tone. You declare the atmosphere. You remember that you are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are the architect of how you move through them. Most people begin the day by replaying the past. They open their eyes and invite yesterday's stress back in. They carry arguments, regrets, unfinished tasks, and unresolved emotions straight into the new dawn. But you can choose differently. You can pause before you pick up the weight again. You can breathe and say, "Today I begin anew." You can affirm, "This is a new day filled with new possibilities." Those words are not mere sentiments. They are activations. They reset the energetic pattern. They shift the trajectory. Each morning, life gives you back your power. Not because you earned it, but because it is yours. You are not your past. You are not your thoughts. You are not your fears. You are not even your achievements. You are a divine being with creative authority. The morning is when this truth is easiest to remember, before the distractions begin, before the momentum of the world pulls you into its story. In that quiet moment, you are closer to source, to spirit, to the stillness that births all things. You can use the morning to speak to your soul. You can look in the mirror and bless your reflection. You can sit in silence and listen for guidance. You can write down what you are grateful for, what you are calling in, what you are choosing to release. You can declare your alignment, your purpose, your truth. These simple rituals are not just practices. They are portals. They usher in the version of you that is ready to live with greater consciousness, compassion, and clarity. If yesterday was heavy, let this morning be light. If yesterday was chaotic, let this morning be calm. If yesterday was filled with confusion, let this morning be a return to inner knowing. Nothing is final unless you decree it so. You are not defined by what has been. You are defined by what you now choose to become. The divine reset honors your right to evolve. It does not shame your missteps. It welcomes your next step. Life is generous in its offerings. It gives you the sun again, the breath again, the moment again. You do not need to be perfect to begin. You only need to be present. The reset is not about force. It is about surrender. It is not about trying harder. It is about allowing more deeply. It is about saying yes to what wants to emerge from within you today. That emergence might be soft or strong, quiet or bold, inward or expressive. However it appears, it is sacred. You can awaken into joy. Not because everything is resolved, but because joy is your natural state. You can rise into peace, not because there is no noise around you, but because there is quiet within you. You can step into purpose, not because the path is fully lit, but because you are willing to walk it with faith. Each morning offers this permission slip. Each morning offers this sacred pause. You do not need to wait for a new year, a new month, or even a new week. You only need this sunrise, this breath, this choice. When you remember the power of the morning, you reclaim your role as co-creator with life itself. You stop dragging the past into the present and start building from truth. You stop letting fear write your story and start allowing spirit to move your hand. Even if nothing around you changes, the inner reset changes everything. It shifts how you see, how you respond, how you show up. It creates space for new solutions, for new perceptions, for new ways of being. You begin to move from habit into awareness, from reaction into intention. And from that place, new outcomes naturally follow. The divine reset is not loud. It does not force its way into your awareness. It waits patiently for you to remember. It arrives with the first light on your pillow, with the hush before the alarm, with the coolness of the air against your skin. It is the invitation to rise in consciousness, to bring your spirit forward, to remember that nothing is stuck unless you keep it that way, to remember that you are more than your circumstances, to remember that this moment, this exact breath, is the most powerful place from which to begin.